Hello, and welcome back to Advanced Campaign. I'm Paul.Power, and with me are...
Seraphroy
and Sylphid.
Right. Now, after last time, we are stuck on the Andy path. Well, we're not literally stuck on the Andy path, but if we want Drake in the final battle instead of Sammy, we're definitely stuck on the Andy path.
And something tells me you're going to want someone other than Sammy.
Yeah, although, I don't know. Max pretty much carried on his own in the normal campaign version, but of course this is his advanced campaign. Anyway, as in NC, the goal: protect that missile launcher with your life, and with the lives of everybody else.
Something tells me it'll be the lives of everybody else.
Pretty much.
I am looking forward to seeing the unfogged version of this map.
Oh yeah, I'll post it in the thread at the same time, might as well.
Yeah.
One important difference, there's a submarine on the top path now, so you've got to be a little more careful with how you arrange everything.
I mean, Drake actually realized, hey, if they could escape through all these reefs, I better put something up there to stop it. And then not.
Something like that.
Perfect.
I could have got on the attack this turn. I probably should have gone on the attack, really, but it's all a bit... I mean, everything's dying anyway. There's no escaping that. Everything except that lander and the missile launcher inside it is gonna die. It's just a question of how quickly. How many turns am I going to be sitting there at the end going, please don't kill me?
Yeah, I remember this one when I first started playing Advanced Wars 1, and I'm like, I really want to keep everything alive, but that just seems like a physical impossibility.
Very much. I'm gonna try though. I'm gonna try some strategy.
Especially with that cruiser lurking down there, it's virtually impossible to sink those battleships.
You could take one of them out, but he has so many more.
Yeah.
Also, because they're placed on a diagonal, one of your subs will always be exposed. Crying lander gif.
Oh yeah, I did think, yep, gonna put that lander there to save my tanks a shot. One shot. Just trying to stay alive, it's not gonna last. Hey.
It's always great when you see the map move in Fog of War and you just hear things moving in there.
So many things.
I know there's roughly something in that area, but I don't know where.
So yeah, 3 battleships. Take your target. Oh, wait, Drake's extra defense really hurts here because you can't two-shot these things.
Yeah. I'm so glad they changed that.
What? It's nice when you play as him in Advanced Wars 2.
Yeah.
But yeah. I think it's more unique than what they did to him in Dual Strike.
Advanced Wars 2 is the one where if you put a mech up in the mountains during, I forget what the female Black Hole CEO's name.
Lash,
so put one of her mechs up, Lash, right. Put her mech up in the mountain, you activate Prime Tactics, and that mech is invincible or something.
Yep. More or less.
I think it gets 90% defense, like 10% default plus 80% from the power.
Yeah, may as well be.
So almost invincible.
Yeah.
Or anything on our HQ. When you can get some pretty crazy defense as well, so. Because he's getting 70% defense on regular.
Can't hear you over Javier.
Oh yeah.
Well, for indirects anyway.
Well, you gotta have the comm towers.
Man, that is one navy right there.
I know.
I am surprised that cruiser could not kill the sub.
Yeah, that's surprising to me too.
As good as. Well, he doesn't get an attack bonus to his navy. It's defense and move. Which, like I say, makes him kind of unique.
That's also always surprised me.
I think it's meant to be kind of a reference to Francis Drake and the whole, sinking the Spanish Armada with ships that weren't necessarily as strong as the Spanish ships, but they were faster, and because they were lower in the water, but the Spanish cannonballs just kept missing because they kept going over the top of them.
Pretty silly.
That's kind of what it's meant to be a reference to, I think.
We'll take that as the reason.
Roundabout, yeah. I'm thinking of using. Well, I was gonna use hyper repair, but tsunami.
Yeah, but that's tsunami.
In some ways, I might have been better off using hyper repair. It would have given me a bit more attack. And, maybe. I don't think this medium tank's living out the night. Either way. Look at all the stuff that's primed to attack it.
Does he have much of a navy in the northern sort of strait there?
Well, there's this one submarine that's unique to advanced campaign. In normal campaign, there's nothing there.
So you could just go park the lander with the missile launcher, and you've automatically won.
Pretty much. But you just go, yeah. That is the trick.
Just had a seed planned. Random storm.
This is the perfect way to get that missile launcher that is inside a lander.
But he doesn't know that.
True. You could guess.
Except, the AI's cheating, so they clearly saw it get put on the lander. But suddenly that lander disappeared.
Man, where'd it go?
We may never know.
Like this is the term where practically everything dies.
And land forces are gone. I'm so surprised they gave you a recon. Just so you can see everything show up.
I suppose technically it's useful. Well, I mean, you can see things. Oh. Ah, and there's that one sub. And there's another sub.
Subs for everybody.
And that hurt.
Yeah, I do believe you've just lost half your standing army.
Well, I lost all my standing army. I've only got my floating army left now. But there's a sub in that square there.
And a missile.
Well, that's kind of a sort of riding army right now. Yeah, I suppose it is a floating army in a sense. I don't know. And now I'm just looking at the ruins of my army going,
And now what do I do?
Might as well.
Nothing to lose.
So the sub's 2 squares exactly north of the rockets?
Yep. It's a tricky situation. At least the medium tanks are useless now.
But what if he pulls them onto a lander of his own that you didn't realize he... No, that's not going to happen.
This is the AI. The AI does not understand landers.
They really don't.
Every little helps, right? Yeah, and then I just sit there. It's only day 4, it'll last till day 10.
I'm interested in seeing... Well, he's just going to stop moving after a while. After it runs out of things to shoot at.
Yeah. You'd think he'd try and hunt for the lander, but nope.
Does the AI really ever hunt for things? Like, actively search out a unit?
Why did he submerge? Or why did he rise? Like,
again, it's just another AI glitch. What basically happens is that if it can't attack, it rises. I mean, just to conserve fuel is the idea of the logic of the programming. Either way, dived or risen, it's there. I'm gonna run around behind it.
shoot it once in the face. and then pray.
Pretty much. I mean, my sub's submerged. The only thing that can hit it is his own subs and the cruiser. So the rocket's not no good. The worry is that the sub will go from my lander, expose it to the rockets.
I don't think they actually started doing that willingly until Dual Strike, though.
As it stands, the sub is busy attacking my own sub, which is perfect.
Yeah, we'll take it.
It seems subs are operating on tank rules, where generally the first unit to strike is going to be the winner. And especially since it's Drake with that 2-star defense, you can only match your sub right now.
Well, yeah, you can only match it.
Until that.
So that was a nice shot.
Yeah.
There's a couple of things to bear in mind with Drake. One is, again, his defense. Two, I think he might have another... No. I thought he might have another sooner... Oh, well, that's the other thing.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
The other thing is, there's a cruiser.
Yeah, I think all things considered, the first sub that shoots is gonna win, unless there's CO bonuses coming into play.
Yeah.
Like Max. A Max sub would easily sink an opposing sub on a counterattack.
Can you guess what we're going to be doing the next few turns?
Not a whole lot.
Start turn, end turn. Start turn, end turn.
Pretty much.
Because we have hit that point where we're just like, well, crap.
Hide and hope, hope it doesn't notice us.
Why did you even tell it to wait?
Honestly, I do not know. After I did it, I thought, what? Why did I? Thought it. It's a thing. I don't bother this turn.
Neither does Drake.
Where'd he go?
Well, he could be in any one of these 4 reefs up here. I mean, we can see the other one.
And right at the start of day 10, it's over. So we don't have to worry about that.
The fact that you get max power and technique on advanced campaign makes this absolutely silly.
That's pretty good.
Have an S rank,
Brilliant
you blew
work.
up everything.
It's a Pyrrhic S rank.
Ooh, the prestigious rank of Opal Cat. Fancy.
Let's have a quick look at what the next mission has to offer. Although, next mission is quite familiar, because we're off to face Eagle. We're off to face him on Wings of Victory. And Wings of Victory AC for Andy is very, very similar to Wings of Victory NC for Sammy.
Really?
There's only a couple of differences. I think this is going to be a bit harder than the Sammy NC version, but there's a few units slightly further up the field, there's a couple more enemy units, but other than that, it's pretty much the same mission. I mean, you're Andy, so there are a few extra problems, but other than that,